Hello, we're live.
Are you?
Yes. It says I'm live, so we hope. Is it showing up?
I'm trying to see.
We're just gonna wait here. Oh, Alicia's on, Mom.
Say hi to Alicia.
Hello, Alicia.
Okay, start talking.
Okay, I'm gonna wait a few minutes and let people get on before I start. So we're just gonna hang out for a second and then I will start talking. We have 5 people. We have 6 people. We're going.
Okay, just go.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna kind of start off, and then as people join, they'll just kind of see what's going on. I'm gonna talk about my Gold Award today that I've been working on. Good morning. My name is Chloe Blumenthal, and I'm from Alliance, which is a really tiny town in the panhandle of Nebraska. Sorry, I have people running around my house right now. There's a lot going on. So I've been a Girl Scout for 11 years, and I've been a member of GSAG for 8 years. So I've been involved in Girl Scouts for a long time. I started when I was in first grade, and I didn't really know what was going on. I was kind of confused, and there was a lot happening. And then my mom became my Girl Scout leader, and I started getting a lot more involved. She now works for the council, and she does programming in the Panhandle. She loves it. It's awesome. So basically, other things I do, I'm a cheerleader at my high school. I have been a Secret Kindness Agent Ambassador for 2 years. So I've been working with Theriel Pearson and the Secret Kindness Agents. I did pageants, and that was my platform. So that's what I have done with that. I have over 2,000 agents in the state of Nebraska, and that's been something that I've worked on a lot. So today I'm going to talk about my Girl Scout Gold Award that I have been working on over the last year. A big thing that a lot of people want me to talk about is my why. Why I decided to go for my Gold Award and why I chose the topic that I chose. Basically, my topic that I chose is mental health. That's what I'm focusing on. And I chose to do that because 2 years ago, my uncle took his own life, and it was really hard. It was really rough. That was the first thing that kind of made me open my eyes, kind of made me realize that it was a big problem, and it was something that, we needed to talk about. So I chose to work on that during my Gold Award. Your topic for your Gold Award should be something that you are really passionate about and something that you love, because if you don't love it, then you're not going to want to keep going and you're not going to want to pursue it. So definitely choose something that you love, that you're passionate about, and that is what I chose. I chose mental health. So being a high schooler, I see a lot of kids struggle with it. I see a lot of kids struggling with anxiety and depression and so many things, because there's a lot put on us. There is a lot put on us, and it's a lot of pressure being in high school, and there's a lot of stress. So I wanted kids to be able to reach out. That's one of the goals. That's the biggest goal I have doing this, is for kids to find the resources that they need, because I feel like a lot of people don't really know what they can do for it. They don't really understand how many things are actually here, especially living in a small town. There's not a lot. It doesn't seem like there's a lot, and I don't think that high schoolers are really aware that there is. So, your Gold Award. The Gold Award is the highest award that a Girl Scout can earn. Only 6% of Girl Scouts earn it. So it's pretty cool. It's a really coveted award, and I encourage everyone to go for it because it's definitely rewarding. It is a lot of work, and the paperwork is a lot, but it is so, so rewarding and so worth it. Hello, everyone who just joined. We're just talking about my Gold Award right now. So, I decided to put on a mental health conference. That is what my Gold Award is. It's right here. This is my little postcards that I made, but there it is called Be Kind to Your Mind, and this is my logo. I got to design it. So, that's pretty cool. Girl Scouts here in Nebraska helped me design it. So thank you so much. You guys are awesome. They helped me pick the colors and everything, and it is exactly what I wanted. It is so awesome. So the conference was supposed to be April 18th, and now, due to all of the COVID-19 stuff and the coronavirus, it is postponed, which is upsetting. I mean, it stinks that, after a year of work, it has to be postponed, but, that's what happens. It's okay. So, I will just explain kind of what it's going to be. It's definitely not going to be canceled. That is, no. No, I'm definitely going to make sure it happens, but, it just kind of depends on what's happening right now. But, speaking of COVID-19 and the coronavirus, I think that, especially right now, our communities and everything, it's worldwide. It's something that is relevant to everyone. So I think that it would be an awesome bronze, silver, or gold award topic. If you could find, a community in need or someone who needs something, maybe you want to write notes to a nursing home or something like that. That you got to look at the positives instead of the negatives. So, if you could find a gold award topic or a silver award topic or bronze award topic, it would be awesome to use this. Just make something good out of something that's kind of scary right now, and it's a lot. We just kind of don't know a lot. It's very unknown. But so I spent a long time planning with my Gold Award advisor. Her name is Shanna Rosentrader, and she is awesome. She is a therapist here in Alliance. We've worked really hard over the last year to plan this out and get it going and make sure we got as many people there as possible because, I wanted to make a difference. Being in a small town, I don't think that a lot of people really notice we're out here. So I just wanted to inspire people. I wanted to inspire people. That is the one thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to make a difference, especially in my community. There's not a lot of girls in Girl Scouts anymore, especially when you get to high school. There's 3 of us. So I really wanted to go for my gold. I earned my bronze and my silver, and my gold award was something that I always wanted to do. So, after a year of planning, I came up with Be Kind to Your Mind. I wanted to do something with kindness, but Secret Kindness Agents is amazing, awesome. Definitely contact me about that if you want to become an agent. Look up Fariel Pearson. My name is Chloe Blumenthal, so if you just want to look me up, and you can totally DM me, and I will totally tell you about Secret Kindness Agents more, or talk about my Gold Award more. The Gold Award person for Girl Scouts also, her name is Libby, and if you want to contact her, this is her contact information, and member support of Girl Scouts Spirit of Nebraska. This is their contact information and their phone number. So if you want to contact them, I just thought that I would put that in. So, okay, now I'm going to actually get into my Gold Award and stop rambling. I'm sorry. It's just, I've never been on live before, so this is all new. But basically, my Gold Award is just like a big open house, kind of. That's kind of how it was set up and how it's going to be set up overall. So I have a ton of different healthcare providers coming. I have a ton of different people coming to talk about a ton of different things. So we have someone coming to do essential oils, yoga and meditation, art therapy. Someone is coming to do like a sandbox with the girls to show a different kind of therapy, oil, wax, like finger dipping, Dave's Pharmacy, which is a local pharmacy, is going to come talk about vitamins and that kind of stuff. I'm trying to remember all of them. Oh, Steph's Studio, which is a local photography business here. They are awesome. A+ recommend. They're so good. They donate their time so much to Girl Scouts, especially to my mom when she's doing all kinds of programming. They donate so much of their time, so they are awesome. They are actually in the Nebraska Passport this year as a stamp in the Panhandle, so definitely come check them out. They're awesome. Big Red Nebraska Popcorn. They were going to donate all the popcorn, or they are going to donate all the popcorn for the popcorn bar that we're going to have. We have a forensic psychologist coming to speak about what he does. There's going to be a couple of different speakers, and they're just going to talk about kind of their profession. He's awesome. That's actually something that I'm interested in, is going into forensic psychology, so I cannot wait to hear what he has to say, and hopefully I can talk to him about what he does, and maybe that'll help gear me towards that profession. So that's awesome. I also received the ACE Award from Beacon, which is Behavioral Health Education Center of Nebraska. When I first started this process, my Gold Award advisor came to me and said, you should apply for this. So, I looked into it and I had 3 days. She gave it to me on a Tuesday and it was due that Friday. So I had to write a grant and write up all my Gold Award paperwork in like the span of 3 days. And it was the craziest 3 days of my life, and I didn't sleep a lot. So that was pretty crazy, but I interviewed for my Gold Award, and I did get that approved, and then I found out that I got the ACE Award in full. So it is a grant that I applied for, and I did get it in full, which is almost $3,000. I think it's like $2,800 something. It's crazy. So I had to write up that whole budget, and I had to write up the whole grant, and I ended up getting it. So that is helping a lot with the cost of everything, and it's awesome that I was able to receive that. Beacon has been a huge help, and they're amazing, and they're also going to be there talking about what they do. I have someone coming to talk about QPR and the Out of the Darkness Walk here in Alliance, which is a suicide prevention walk, and then the Hope Squad, which is something that they're starting in the high school. And it is going to be kids who are going to be trained to notice signs of maybe if someone's going to commit suicide, or if someone has anxiety or depression, and, they're going to be trained to notice that. And I think it's awesome. I think it's super cool that, our high school sees it and they see it happening, and, they're trying to find a way to help. Jen, yes, I can definitely cover Secret Kindness Agents a little bit more. Secret Kindness Agents, I was actually, what's the word? Introduced. That is the word. I was introduced to it through Girl Scouts. I was at the Why We Lead conference in Omaha, and I met Fariel Pearson, who is the founder. I got to introduce her, and as I said, I did compete in pageants. I competed in Miss Nebraska's Outstanding Teen Organization. And when I was looking for my platform, I wanted to do kindness. I always wanted to do random acts of kindness, but I didn't really know what to do, and it was kind of vague, and I wanted more measurable outcomes. That's kind of like what I look for with all these things. So with my bronze, with my silver, with my gold, and with my platform, I wanted to see a change happening. That's honestly like the biggest thing for me. It's the biggest reward, just to see that I'm making a difference. So I came across Secret Kindness Agents, and I realized, I had a connection to it because I'd met Fariel, and I thought that it was the coolest thing ever. So I became an ambassador. I started spreading her message. I contacted her, and I said, I met you at Why We Lead, and I would like to spread your message. I'd like to use it. So she has been amazing. She has been awesome, and she's the coolest person ever. So basically, Secret Kindness Agents is all about doing random acts of kindness. She was inspired by the Sandy Hook shooting in Connecticut. So, she had a person that she knew who was affected by it. And It was a hard time. It was something that I think was kind of a shock, especially for that young of kids. It was a lot to deal with. So, when I go to my classrooms, that's something that I talk about. That's something that I go into, and I think that kind of hooks the kids in. It makes them want to do it. And then, she talks about, can one simple random act of kindness change the world? That's the whole goal of this. That's why we're doing it. We want to change the world. We want to positively affect someone every day. And it really is such a simple act of kindness that really can change the world. And I realized that over my years of doing it. I'm still doing it. I used it as my FCCLA project this year. So FCCLA stands for Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. That is what I used for my project. So basically, I go to the classrooms or community groups and I recruit them. I make them agents. The first thing that they have to do is pick their agent name. So if any of you guys want to become agents, then just listen to the instructions and totally do it. It is awesome, and I would love to add you to my agent army, so definitely join. Pick your name, just any name you want, anything you're passionate about. If you're passionate about horses, if you're passionate about Girl Scouts, if you're passionate about community service or a sport or any kind of animal, use that. I have had all kinds of fairy princesses and foxes and Snow White and anything you can think of under the sun. I have had it. My personal agent name is Secret Agent Serenade because I had a sister who passed away and her name was Sarah, and I'm a singer, and serenade means to sing. So that's why I chose mine, and it kind of reflects something that I do, and I relate to it. So that's awesome. The next thing that you have to do is do one agent assignment a week. So when I go to the classrooms, I actually give them their first assignment. And it's just in a little envelope. It says like top secret. And it's just like bake cookies for someone or write a letter to your parents thanking them or a janitor thanking them for what they do. It can be anything like that. Anything super simple. Clean your bedroom without your parents knowing. That's the best one, obviously. So there are just all kinds of different things that we can do. They're awesome. I love giving them to the kids. I love seeing the kids open them, and then, share with each other. That's the best. Just seeing them trade and do the assignments. It's so cool. And then you journal about it. The biggest part of this is self-reflection and just reflecting on what you've done. So I give them a little journal, and I have them write how they felt after, how they felt before, and who they impacted. Because, I want them to notice that change. Over the course of them doing this, I want to see, how they were when they first started and how they were when they did their last assignment. So that's a big thing about this. But that's pretty much it. That's all there is to being a secret kindness agent. It is awesome. I definitely recommend being one. Just share it. Go out and tell people what it is. That's another one of the assignments, is just sharing what secret kindness agents do. It is an awesome thing, and I think that it is underrated because it really has made a difference here in Alliance, especially. I've noticed living in a small town. I love going to the schools and seeing it happen, and then I see those kids out in public and they're like, hey, you came and talked about secret kindness agents, and they ask me questions, or they're super, they tell me what they've done, or they're super enthusiastic about it, and that is the best part of it. So, Diane, what was your bronze and your silver award? So my bronze and my silver. My bronze, we worked at a nursing home, so the troop that I was in, I'm still in it, but there's only 3 of us now, instead of, I think there was 10, 15. There were so many of us when we were earning our bronze award. So we went to a nursing home and we worked with the Alzheimer's unit. We did their nails, we went for Christmas, we did a little concert, and I sang, and some other girls danced and played their instruments. We did Easter crafts with them, Valentine's Day crafts. We spent a lot of time with them, and honestly, that was one of the coolest experiences ever, because hearing their stories, they are so wise, and they have so many cool stories about their childhood, and everything, and it was really fun to get to know them. I think I can speak for my entire troop when I say that, it was a really cool experience, and it definitely shaped us and made us realize how important it is to, speak to the elderly and go out and, interact with them, because they're so cool, and we learned so much from them in that little time. So, that is what we did for our bronze. The bronze is 20 hours of community service, so we worked kind of over like the course of a year with them and did that kind of stuff, and it was really cool. Our silver award, we decided to work with horses. That's something that we kind of all loved. I am very allergic to them, so I definitely had to take a lot of Benadryl before we went out there to work with them. But it was an awesome experience, and we worked with a local place called Hospice, which is a place that takes, like, rough horses or abused horses and they rehabilitate them. So, they build them back up, they feed them, they work with them, and then they use them for kind of like a therapy. They have special needs kids come out, and they ride the horses, and they work with the horses and interact with them. And it is so cool, and the stuff that they come up with is the coolest thing ever. Just seeing those kids interact with the horses is amazing. I became a certified horse handler along with my other Girl Scouts. I also did this one with my troop. But it was a little more independent. So, we each had to earn our 50 hours. The silver award is 50 hours, and it was really cool. It was just, like, eye-opening again. All of the things that I have chose to do for my awards, they really have affected me, and they've had a positive impact on me. So, we worked with that for months, and, I got to know the kids, I got to know the horses, and it overall brought my troop closer together, I think. We built some bleachers out there for the parents of the kids so that they could sit and watch the kids. We did all kinds of activities with them. The kids got to paint the horses and do all kinds of stuff with them. And just seeing that bond was really cool. So then I started my Gold Award. And it was kind of a long process. I knew that I wanted to do it, but it definitely is an undertaking. But, like, it's just, like, really a cool thing that only 6% of Girl Scouts earn it, and I wanted to be one of those 6%. And you should want to be that too. Any Girl Scouts I encourage you to spread the word. Or if you are a Girl Scout watching, go get your gold. It is so worth it, and it is a lot of work, but it is so, so worth it in the end, and you will not regret it, I promise. It's something that will help you in the future, and it's something that colleges will look at and they'll see you as a Gold Award recipient and be like, well, we're going to choose her because she has her Gold Award. It's a lot, and people are impressed by it, That's the one thing that I think kind of sets Girl Scouts apart is, it has to be sustainable. It has to keep going after you're done, and it has to be 80 hours of community service, which seems like a lot, but I swear to you, it goes by so quickly. I have over 100 now, and I've been working on it a little over a year, so it really goes by so quickly, and I don't regret starting it. I don't regret getting my bronze and my silver and my gold. It's something that, I'll always have, and I don't regret staying in Girl Scouts in high school. I get a lot of questions about it, and I get a lot of kind of weird looks. People are like, you're still a Girl Scout? And I'm like, yes, of course I'm still a Girl Scout. The amount of opportunities that I've gotten through this organization is insane, and I do not regret being in it. It has helped me build my leadership skills. It has helped me talk to people like this right now. I definitely would not be the public speaker I am unless I had Girl Scouts. Definitely the Why We Lead, Why We Achieve, and Why We Camp programs. They are amazing. All the Why We programs I highly recommend doing. Why We Achieve, go apply for it and come. It is amazing. It is in Omaha. Why We Lead is also a one-day conference in Omaha. 10 out of 10 recommend. I have not been to Why We Camp yet, but I'm applying this year, and I'm definitely going to go because, well, I hope if I get accepted, but I definitely do want to go to that because I think that all of them have something that you can learn. My interviewing skills have come from Girl Scouts because being in pageants, I had to interview, and it's still a little scary. It's still a little nerve-wracking, I'm not going to lie, but, it has helped me build a lot of confidence. And I know that when I do college interviews, or if I interview for a job in the future, well, when I interview for a job in the future, I have to have a job. But when I interview for a job in the future, I'm going to have those skills. And that's going to help me a lot. So if you guys have any more questions, please fire them at me. I mean, that's pretty much like it, unless you guys have any more questions. Oh, that is one more thing I should do. Okay, I wrote notes for myself to make sure I hit everything, and I forgot something. So, a big thing about the Gold Award is that it has to be sustainable. So, the sustainable part of my Gold Award is I'm putting together a brochure, a pamphlet, that is going to have all the mental health care providers in the Panhandle. And hopefully I can open that up to the whole entire state of Nebraska. But right now I'm kind of focusing on the Panhandle. That's just kind of like what I know. And it's just the easiest right now. But I definitely do want to open it up. For sure. But it is going to have all the mental health care providers, what they do, kind of their profession, their contact information. So I'm going to put it in high schools, in hospitals, and any other like healthcare facilities, so that if people need it, they can grab it. And, you know, it's something that'll make it, I feel, a little less stigmatized and a lot more known. I don't think that, especially high schoolers, really know what's out there. We're kind of shaded, especially in a small town. We're kind of shaded, and we don't really know what to do. We don't really know, you know, if we're struggling with anxiety, where do we go? And I want kids to be able to find that outlet and to go there. So that is why I chose to make that my sustainable part. So that is coming into play. I'm putting it together. I have to get approval from, you know, all the providers to put them on there. So it's a lot of emails and a lot of like phone calls and talking to them. But it has been awesome. The other thing I wanted to do is talk about some things that you can do right now to kind of decompress or just like relax. Yoga and meditation is a huge, huge, huge thing. You know, it's just something that definitely calms you down, and I think that a lot of people don't really realize how much it centers you. You know, being in your house, it can make you really antsy, and I definitely am a person who does not like to be in their house. I definitely like to go, and, you know, not being in school and just having to like basically sit here and do homework online is not it's not the funnest thing ever. But doing the yoga and the meditation, I've tried to do it, and it's definitely helped me calm down. Organize your room. This is something that I love to do because I definitely am kind of a clean freak, and I like to organize things, and that just calms me down. It, you know, when I get anxious or when I just am overwhelmed, I just organize something. And, you know, I think that my mom notices it because I randomly will organize places around the house. The fridge, you know, the pantry. It's really random. But I think she likes it, you know. She randomly comes down and there's an organized place in our house, but it definitely helps me calm down, decompress, which is awesome. Take a walk. That is something that you can still do. You know, it's not really like an airborne thing. You know, you'll be okay if you go outside and take a walk, but just taking a walk and being in nature has definitely calmed me down a lot. I've tried to take a walk every day, just to decompress and get out. Journaling is also something that you can do. That's something that we were also going to have there. We're going to have a journaling booth, and my English teacher, who is amazing, she is the coolest cat. She is so cool. She also has a therapy degree. She got certified in that, and she is so cool. So she's going to be there talking about journaling, but journaling is just an awesome thing that you can do if you like to bullet journal or just, you know, anything. You just want to express yourself. The last thing is baking. I mean, obviously baking is great because at the end you get like a cupcake or you get a cookie and then you get to eat it. So that's the best. But I definitely recommend doing some of those things. If you guys don't have any more questions, I think that's pretty much it. Go get your gold. Stay with Girl Scouts. Especially if you're little or, you know, you just started, stick with it. I promise. It is so worth it. And overall it will help you become such a well-rounded person. So I definitely recommend staying with it. Earn your bronze, your silver, and your gold, and definitely go for gold. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's kind of early, but thank you for letting me come talk to you guys. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, please, please, please do not be afraid to reach out. You can find me on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram, but, I see more Facebook messages. So if you want to go find me, please do that and reach out. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.